How much will portfolio recovery settle for? My name is Michael Wasylik. I'm a lawyer with Ricardo and Wasylik here in Florida, and together with my partner Jason Ricardo, I help people just like you overcome foreclosure and debt collection with dignity. And today I'm going to tell you how much portfolio recovery is going to settle for, and I'm going to give you some tips about how to get the best possible deal out of them. So before we begin, if you've got experiences with portfolio recovery, or if you've got a question that you want us to answer in a future video, drop it in the comment section below and we'll do our best to get to it. Especially if you're in Florida, tell us what your experiences with portfolio are like, and we'll get to that as soon as we possibly can. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you what portfolio recovery is likely to settle for. Now, in order to understand portfolio recovery's settlement strategy, how they settle debts with you and why they settle debts with you, you need to understand who portfolio recovery is. They're a debt collector and a junk debt buyer. What that means is they buy stale, charged off debt from credit card companies. They'll get an Excel spreadsheet with a list of names and a list of numbers about who owes what to where, and they'll buy that for pennies on the dollar, and then they'll try to squeeze nickels, dimes, and even quarters out of the people whose names show up on that list. That's why it's very important to remember when portfolio recovery is offering you to settle a debt and they offer you some ridiculous number like 90% or 80% of the total debt, you know you are being bilked. You're being screwed over because they are trying to make their profit off of your back. Now, in order to understand how they approach settlement, you need to understand that there's a couple different things portfolio will do to try and collect this debt. First, you will be in the communications phase. They will send you letters. They will make phone calls, and they will ask you to pay. And they will use tactics like trying to make you feel embarrassed about your debt, trying to make you feel ashamed about your debt. They might tell you about their powers of debt collection and things that they might do to you if you don't pay, and they might try to scare you. Every time you talk to them on the phone, they're going to use your emotions against you, which is why it's very important, number one, not get emotional, and number two, avoid talking to them on the phone if you at all can. So once they're in that initial communications phase, they're going to offer you some ridiculous number like 80 or 90% of the debt. And the reason they do that is because that is where their profit comes from, collecting these fat margins off of people who don't know that there are better deals to be made. The trick is you have to get it out of the collections phase, the communications phase, and into the hands of their legal department, because they're the ones that have the power to make decisions. The people who work in the communications largely are people at cubicles making minimum wage or something like that. They don't have enough information, power, or authority to make a real settlement deal with you. They're locked into that 80, 90% figure, or they'll offer you a stupid payment plan that if you miss one payment ever in the next several months or years, you're going to end up paying a lot more than if you had done it the way I'm going to tell you in a minute. So while it's in the hands of the people who write the letters and make the phone calls, you're not going to get a very good deal because they don't respect you yet. Until they respect you, they won't give you a real offer. You've got to get it to move to the legal department. And so one of the best ways to do that is to tell them that you've hired a lawyer if you have, or if they realize that you know your rights, if they realize that you're going to defend yourself and you're going to cause problems for them if they don't settle for you, then and only then will they move it to the people who have the power to make reasonable settlement offers. So what you want to do is get it shifted to those folks. And actually, if you've been sued, ironically, that's good news, because that means that it's in the hands of somebody who has the power to make a real settlement deal, not one of those bogus 80 to 90% offers. But if you've been sued, it's good news and bad news. You need to take it very seriously. You need to be ready to protect your rights. You need to know the evidence code. You need to know the rules of procedure, and you need to know the area of law regarding debt collection, that what they need to prove and what you need to prove in order to successfully defend yourself. If you don't know those things, then you probably want to get help. I'll tell you about how to do that at the end of the video. Once you get to the legal department, the settlement options become much greater for you, because the legal department, again, they have the power and the authority to make real settlement deals. And while I can't tell you exactly what kind of deals we're able to get with them, because most of these deals are confidential, I can tell you that almost always we are able to work a better deal for our clients than they can work by themselves, including everything. So if you're worried about a lawyer being expensive, it's usually more expensive to settle it by yourself, even counting legal fees. So what you want to do is you want to find out what your rights are and find out what the budget's going to be. Excuse me. And so give us a call. We've got a click to call link if you're on your mobile phone. You can also call us at 352-567-3173. I'll put that number in the description below. Again, if you've got a question, leave a comment. If this has been helpful for you, then go ahead and leave a like so that the algorithm helps other people see it. Share it with somebody who might need to see it. And if you want more information about debt collection from junk debt buyers like Portfolio, if you want more information about how to beef up your finances by protecting yourself from debt collectors, subscribe so that you don't miss any of our new video content. So give us a call at the number below because we'll give you that free 30-minute appointment to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to maximize your chances of settling with Portfolio for a reasonable amount, for a fair amount, for something you can actually afford. We'll tell you exactly how to go about doing that and how we can help you do that. So give us a call, click to call links in the description, or you can hit the phone number again in the description below. So hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.